And I said, just take your ass to Walgreens. Yeah, swab. So any men who watching, if you think you in that, when next time you left alone, go on down on CVS, Rite Aid, Walgreens, get you a DNA test, swab your baby, send it on down there, and bring it back. You need to know anyway. Would any ladies be offended if he did that? If a man did that? No. Right. There you go. You know you haven't cheated. Here we go.
Oh, it's coming.
It should be on. You can turn it off. There you go.
It's on. I think the greater responsibility is for her to tell that child.
Uh-huh.
You know, she's worrying about that man. That child needs to know who his father is moving forward. She can move away from that man and do whatever she needs to do. The greater responsibility lies with her telling her child who their dad is.
Does she tell the child first?
Let the child be the one to break the news. You know? If they're able, why not?
Right.
That could be true, but what if the father is a deadbeat or somebody that she don't want her child to know, and her husband is somebody that's responsible and taking care of his family? She might not want to introduce her child to that. She might not want him to know. Well, yeah. Yeah, people have sex for all the wrong reasons. She probably wanted to have sex, not a baby by him. Whatever happened. We weren't there, so.
My question is, as black people, why the kid always gotta look like the father? We make some beautiful babies, and sometimes they don't look like the mama or the daddy. So what do you do with that? We cannot continue to go based off of looks, period.
Yeah.
You can't. So I know people that have had kids and did DNA and it was theirs and that child don't look like nobody in their family. So as black people, why do we hold what the baby look? And why he gotta look like the daddy? He might not have strong dreams. So I don't really like that we go based off of looks. It can be something else.
All right, y'all ready for the next question? All right. Why men seek out a woman, ask her out, and when things don't turn out the way he wants them, he is on to the next quest. Why they do that, blank? Let me read it again. So why men seek out a woman, ask her out, and when things don't turn out the way he wants them, he's on to the next quest. Yeah.
That's dating.
Yeah.
That's dating.
That's dating, right? Okay. He's not supposed to be there. I mean, why they ain't go the way you wanted to go either. So why you want him to stick around? What he supposed to do? Oh, I'm gonna wait. I'll wait to see. How do you introduce another guest into the bedroom with your significant other? How do you introduce another guest into the bedroom? Anybody want to hit that? Oh, we thought you was coming to say something. No. Anybody? Say it on the mic, sir.
You don't do that. You don't do that. That's for single life. That's just my opinion.
Well, you have some couples, as we have known, that they participate in swinging. Yeah, some people they swing. Some men and women they like some women are okay with they even go pick the woman out for them. So the person wants to know. I don't know. Maybe someone might be telling on themselves that they told them. I only can just give you come up with a scenario. You gonna hit that first? Who gonna hit it?
Well, Lady Bombay, go ahead, tell us.
I mean, I say it's probably just a simple ask. You say, babe, can we take her down together, or vice versa? And if it's no, it's no. And then if you do it, you open in a risk of somebody gonna end up by themselves anyway. I've seen plenty of movies where it happened.
Not movies.
Now, I'd be damned if
And-
male take my girl.
And and believe it or not, it works for some people. Some people have successful relationships off that. And to answer your question, that's a conversation that you need to have up front. When you first meet somebody, you find out what they into, what they like, before you can spend 5 years or 2-3 years. Then, or hell, you might wanna, but you need to have a conversation and just be honest with them. Because what happens is you'll go and figure that thing out with 2 other people to satisfy that thing. So, yeah, we got the nice crowd tonight. They real nice.
We probably ain't got to the heart of the questions just yet, though.
Yeah.
Y'all need more drinks?
No, yeah. Y'all can if y'all want. Now, okay, let's read this one. Next question. Why, they all on us men tonight. Why men? Why, when some men get older, want a relationship, they bring up every bad experience they had, like, you'll do them the same, but say women have too much baggage. Like grow-up dudes. So, let me read that one more time, because a lot of us been drinking while we was writing. Why? Basically, they want to say why, when some men get older, they want a relationship, but they keep bringing up all the bad experiences they had, like, and they compare you to all the other women. Okay. They bring in the baggage. Yeah. Well, everybody got baggage.
Right.
I would say, we agree? We talked about that Sunday, didn't we? About folks having baggage. But you got to learn how to leave it at the door. Hit that. What you got to say, Pearl? What you going to tell them?
It sounds like he need to heal.
So,
yeah.
Right. So, I said this, hurt people. But more importantly, why you recognize that he's bringing up this old stuff, just leave. You don't want that in your experience. I don't want nobody that's going to keep comparing me to somebody else. So I'm just going to exit stage left. I don't want that. As soon as I hear, well, we here, this new, this 22. We ain't talking about 2021, 2020, 2019, what you did in high school, college, what your ex-wife was like. I don't give a fuck about none of that. We here now. This is brand new. If you can't move past that, I don't want to hear it. So for me, I wouldn't talk to him. I wouldn't talk to nobody.
Do we want to know a little bit of especially if they were married and they got kids? Do you want to know a little something about that? No? Do you want to know why it ended, or you don't care?
I mean, you only gonna get one person's perspective anyway.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
That's biased.
That's
so
true.
Does it really matter? You're only getting one person's perspective.
But can't you tell if he or she may not be really telling you the truth?
I mean,
even if you just hear a little bit of it?
But your representative be here for a long time.
Uh-huh.
People, that representative will be there for like a year or two.
You said a whole year or two.
Sometimes it depends on the person.
Mm-hmm.
People always got their representative up, so it's up to you to figure it out. You got to get that knowing, that little inkling. You're like, you know what, this one, that was weird when you did that, and I remember that last time. Something ain't adding up. You got to use your senses, common sense with certain things.
Spider senses.
Yeah, a little tingle.
Yeah. Anybody? I want to know a little something about, especially if they got 2 or 3 baby mamas, 2 or 3 baby daddies.
I think I would want to know a little bit, even if it's just coming from him and you got the one side, because you're trying to get to know this person. So this is how they feel. This is how they saw the situation. This is how they feel. So this is a part of getting to know that person. what they about, and you know how they handle certain situations. So yeah, I would want to know a little bit. Now, when you go overboard, that's one thing, but you know, just getting to know their feelings and their interactions and things like that, I would want to know.
I wanna know. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Okay, so the question said, when men get older, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I don't know who wrote it, but we got some miniature fools around here too. They do not have to be old to be complaining about every freaking thing. Some of these young ones is dumb as shit too. And got fucking luggage from days still on the plane they left on that bitch. Yes.
All right. Y'all enjoying the questions so far? All right, let's go to the next question. How often should you have sex in a relationship, especially living together?
Unlimited.
How many times? Oh, y'all should have heard what she said Sunday.
Unlimited.
Who said that? Who said unlimited? Oh, you? Yeah, okay.
Don't even start.
All right. How many times?
It ain't gonna be no unlimited all the time.
It ain't gonna be no unlimited all the time.
When you working, you got kids, you got your own business, and you got a lot going on. Everybody is tired, and sometimes you have to make time because we have a new baby.
Yeah, I know.
So
Yeah,
we don't do it unlimited.
Yeah, we gotta make schedules.
I got some lotion for you.
You don't need no lotion now.
I don't need that, but no, you got to make schedules for that, though. I truly
Everybody's
understand
situation is different.
the difference, and I can speak on that because before the baby and before we were super
That's how
busy,
y'all got the baby.
it was different. That's how we got
That's
that
how
baby.
LJ got here.
That's how LJ got here. But now it's a little different. But it's cool. You just gotta navigate different, cause kids is haters.
Melatonin.
Right. Not no more. The
Melatonin.
melatonin don't work no more on them kids no more.
The weed gummy, not the babies.
Again, how many times? The question is, how many times should you? And I want you to respond after my brother he respond. How many? No, you first, bro. Yeah.
No limits. There's no limit. There's no specific time. I think whenever that need comes across for your mate, I think you must accommodate, unless you want somebody else to do it for you.
Wow.
And that's being real. I mean, that's how it.
Some
that's how
people
it
okay
goes.
with that too.
That's how it go. I mean,
Some-
you're either
some-
gonna accommodate them in their need. If they need to have sex, I mean, how many times must this person take care of themselves? They're gonna get tired of that. And eventually it's gonna turn into something else. And that's when the sneaky stuff start happening. It's gonna happen.
Now I gotta play devil's advocate. That's facts, but not facts, because when you busy, and you try to make that time, you'll say, all right, Monday, it's going down.
Oh no. Ain't no schedule for
But
sex.
Monday might be a little bit too busy. You'll get ready to do that, and then y'all both sleep, and it's over with. Try again Tuesday. Not gonna happen.
And then you can get
So
some
you
good
gotta figure
quickies
it out.
in. You just in the middle of the day, you can turn up the TV, act like and
you
then
just gotta
you can
figure
go
it
in the
out.
closet and get in there. Yeah. Just
But-
because you got people in the house, you don't want everybody hear what you do. Act like you really in there watching the Browns game, but you getting some because they gonna lose any goddamn way. So you might as well go ahead and get one off right quick.
Right.
Might as well get one off.
But the good of that though, you do get to be proactive in business and other things you got to take care of. I will say that.
Bro, you want to hit that?
Gotta accommodate.
You want to hit that? Don't hold back.
Shit. Listen. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. I'm not doing it all. No, unlimited. Fuck that. Please yourself. I'm busy. I got kids, career. Do you know how many things I do? I am a chef, a notary, a mom, a life insurance agent, a classroom facilitator, a server. I ain't got time for that shit. We gonna do it when I want to do it. And if you don't, where is she at? Like I said on Sunday, where is the helper at? Because I'm fucking busy. Go get that shit off with her because I got shit to do.
But what if he leaves her for the helper though?
No, I don't. Listen, a helper might not work for everybody. I'm not talking about nobody. I'm talking about me. I don't have time for that shit.
How many times a week?
I'm big man. This nigga be trying to do it all the time. If I let him, I don't got time. So my max is 4. That's my fucking max. That's really pushing it on the low. Cause I was satisfied at 1 on the low. I was satisfied. I ain't getting shit up to nothing. Shit.
I can't take this.
Shit, ain't no damn tripos. No, I'm busy. Here we go.
Now listen. Now going back to what one of those questions were, how do you introduce? Is remember I said you have to just be upfront and be honest. Have you ever told them that? Okay, good. So here it is. Like somebody said, how do you introduce a significant other to? There you go. Yeah.
No, okay, Sam. So here we go.
Yeah.
Everybody keeps saying this. Well, y'all two talking this unlimited shit. First off, no, fuck that. First off, women got shit going on with their bodies. What the fuck? They ain't on that. I don't have that issue no more, but I'm going through the change of life. And any woman that been through it understands that either you want the shit all day or you don't want a motherfucker to touch you at all. So you got to go with your body. And if he don't understand that shit, then he just got to go to fuck with his own body. You understand? You cannot freaking say no unlimited. Bitches is bleeding and all kind of shit. Unlimited all day, 7 days. That's some nasty shit.
Well, you can't do it on the, okay. No, hold on. Listen, y'all.
Mine is the monthly menstrual.
Well, some people do put a towel down. Some people do put a towel down.
Now that's nasty.
Some people, I've heard some people, they put a towel down. And they see.
That's not going to happen.
All right.
Now that's not going to happen.
Sam.
Yeah.
So the question really had to deal with somebody you're living with or married to. Was it specific? Because when you got in-house, it's a little bit different than when you don't live together. I'm just saying it's different. Now I'm about to turn double nickel. I still got to drive. I ain't go through all that change and all that other stuff. But I think it really does depend on how y'all interacting with each other. Because some women respond to how you treating her. Now some dudes thing don't work. I mean, while we going through the change, they are too. Women got to be realistic and understanding that men don't always want to do it either. You get me? So we have to respect each other's needs on that level.
Now,
No, that's facts though.
So-
Sometimes we want to be held.
And yeah, but the only reason
Sometimes we want to be held.
the only reason why I'm saying that is because
We want to hug.
the only reason why I'm saying that is because I do have older brothers. And I have men in my life, and they educated me about testosterone and when the man body started to change. Everybody don't do it at the same time. Like I said, I'm about to be 55. I don't have.
everybody body gonna
Everybody
change.
is
You
different.
laughing,
I
doing
don't
all
go
you
through all
saying.
that.
You gonna go
So-
through something.
Thank
gonna go
you.
through
I
something.
love it.
Now, let's get back to helpers.
Damn.
No doubt.
Now listen, it's good to hear. It's good to hear a woman who said that. Because when you say that, I'm not saying that it's right. I ain't saying that it's wrong. But what I am saying is, when certain women ask, why did you do that? Why did you cheat? Why did you? Cause you didn't feel like it. You didn't want to. Doesn't make it right.
That's no excuse.
But some men and women will go get a helper because you didn't want to. Now, they ain't all the reasons why they do it. I'm just saying, so it doesn't make it right. I'm not telling y'all this is right. But I'm telling you, I'm giving you a reason. Okay? No, I ain't going to have him doing that. But when you keep turning him down,
I'm not here.
he's going to eventually, possibly, might find a helper. Remember you said your head hurt? Well, the helper is there when your head hurts. The helper is there when you're tired. The helper is there when you say, not today, not this week, 2 or 3 weeks or a month.
No, all I'm saying is, where is the helpers at that like to do that shit? The fuck? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm saying no. All I'm saying is my face hurts. That's all I'm saying. Yes, your jaws hurt. You,
jaws.
you don't. You don't know. You don't know.
Well,
You don't know.
that's why you gotta talk to
You
it.
don't know.
She outdid you tonight.
You don't
She
know.
outdid him tonight.
Oh, okay. I see everybody else know. You don't know. So where's the people at that like that shit? The fuck is all I'm saying? She said in-house. What I'm saying is I have an in-house.
Uh-huh.
And this shit getting rough. 6 years. Nigga, still you want to do it every day? Still? The fuck? Where's she at? Fuck all what you talking about. Where's the helpers at?
He don't want the helper. He don't want the helper.
Right, he wants you.
He wants you.
For
know.
6 years.
So should you find you somebody who wants it like you want it, like only on the 4 days out? Would
Out
that be
of
better?
7, I don't listen.
She said she was good with the one.
I am good with the one.
1 day a
but-
week. I mean, 1 day a week.
Yeah. That ain't sufficient. That's not fair because I do believe in compromise. Hence why we're on 4. Okay?
Yeah, y'all do got 4.
I ain't. It's 7 days. Shit, 4, that's more than half. But all I'm saying is he could get a 7 if it was a helper. That's all the fuck I'm saying. Where the fuck is she at?
So you
Where
would
the help at?
allow your man to have a helper in the house
Yes.
on your off days.
Yes.
There's a substitute.
I'm very secure with who I am. So here's the thing. Can't nobody take nothing that don't want to be took. That's a fact. We can have a helper and he still can be mine. Like, I guarantee that. I ain't.
I don't.
Do
one
you
of my
wanna know- do
disclaimers,
you
I don't
wanna-
want a helper.
Do you want to know the helper?
Sure. She could be our helper at that point.
Okay.
The fuck? She could be all. I said that 3 incomes is better than 2. I ain't never mad at that.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I was saying. Do she do hair? Do she wash clothes? Because this is a lot of responsibility that I got
Is
going
the polygamy
on.
thing?
I have 4 kids. Do she do hair? Do she wash clothes?
She may
Do
not be
she
helping
cook?
with that. She may just be helping
No,
throwing
I
ass
need
in
a
the circle.
helper is what I said. Y'all thinking about it was just with that. I said a helper.
That may not be her
I-
helping
well, I
duty.
need
So-
a helper.
so
she can suck some
it
dick.
goes back
she
to
can
the
cook,
question- what
She
you
can
say?
clean. I said she can suck some dick. She can cook. She can clean. She can do all of that.
You ready?
She may not sign up for all that. She
She
may
be
just
who?
sign up to throw
Well,
that
then
ass
that's
in the
probably
circle.
why I don't have one.
A
Well,
maid
that's
would
probably
be.
why. How much that cost? The fuck? A maid that's topless.
Wow.
Maybe. That's what
All
I
right,
think.
y'all ready for y'all next question? Say, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All helpers, please DM us, and we will get the information to her tonight before we leave.
Please.
If your partner does not post you on social media, does that mean what? You're not. Oh, you're not number one in their life. Yeah. If
Everybody
your
want-
partner does not post you on social media, does that mean you're not number one in their life?
Everybody want validation.
No. I could just say no. How about social media is for everybody and your relationship is private?
Say it again.
Private.
But it's not private. It's not private. And I think everybody that do involve themselves in being on social media, you know how women, I'm gonna generalize. Women tend to say that dudes be for the streets, right? Women is for the streets too. Y'all be on social media all day and this and that. You for the streets. You for, y'all get these little guest appearances with these different friends and stuff, making little comments and shit like that. I'm sure that dude don't know about that, right? So you for the streets too. You interacting with men on there, right? How many men? No, it's in general. It's a general thing. That's a beautiful thing. But,
Ooh, pass the mic.
Well,
Pass the
it
mic.
seems to be a shit.
I don't think so. I think that everybody has a different level of interaction on social media. So sometimes a lot of people is on social media and you don't know nothing about their personal life. And personally, I think that's better anyway. So everyone is not putting all their business on social media. So I don't think that has anything to do with saying if you number one, you number two, and all that. I just think that maybe they don't want everybody in their business.
Now, on the panel, you all share y'all moments, y'all be out on y'all vacations or kicking it or chilling.
Yeah, on my social media is my page. So if I want to post him, I will. If I don't feel like I should be forced to. But we do share, like, our moments when we out together, concerts and stuff like that. But some things we do keep private. I feel like there is a level of privacy on social media, but if you do have a social media, IG or Facebook, you're on there to be social. So to me, you can, share your family, share certain things, but not everything. Some things is still to be kept private. They do. They watch everything. Sometimes social media cause a lot of problems, but that's only if you let it cause problems. Social media is not the problem.
Yeah, you can't let everybody. I remember when it first got out, and as it grew, people started letting it control them, letting emotions. Somebody post something. I remember, man, when that first came out. I'm like, let me go check this nigga right quick. What the hell you talking? I don't give a damn. Post. Say you hate me. Say whatever. I don't give a damn. Because my name show up in your notifications. And you only make me popular. Because I don't know who the hell you are. And don't give a damn. So it depends on your relationship. Because everything, like what you just said, Ari, every intimate moment is not for social media. You do not need to be showing. I think a lot of people do it in insecurity when they always got to see their man and woman got to post up. He mad because she posted and he ain't on there, and vice versa. And then that's that negative energy. I don't care what y'all say. I think even with social media, these phones, I think that energy on there's a certain negative energy that's created from social media. It gets you all messed up. You feel like the fact that you gotta even think that you gotta post every time you go out. I got tired of that. Like, you got to post. You on the radio. I said, I'm tired of posting to me all day long. Posting I'm at. For what? You know what I'm saying? I mean, really. You got to enjoy the moment. You can't. Do y'all know what happens now? Y'all just left a concert. What happens when you go to a concert? Everybody got to show off. You can't even enjoy the goddamn concert, and we all have been guilty of it. Sit your ass down. And some of y'all only have one person watching on your phone. You only got one person watching. I forget what, I was at the Isley Brothers concert. This lady, she on there for about 40 minutes, only one person on there, and sometimes zero. Right. I was like, ain't nobody watching this. You pay $100, $200 to go to a damn concert, your ass got to go live. That's insecurity sometimes. I mean, it's cool to show a quick moment, don't get me wrong, but the phones, they control. It's good and it's bad. So if you feel like that, you got to do that for your relationship, man, you got some problems. You got some problems on that. Some people don't even want you to put them on there. Don't put me on it. Especially y'all ladies. Y'all be like, leave me. Don't just be putting the camera on me.
She definitely got to be all the way together.
Don't be putting the damn camera on me right now. What's wrong with you? All right, what happens when honesty isn't enough for someone who wants what they want? What happens when honesty isn't enough? Meaning, I'm going to try to interpret what they're really saying. Because, you know, people really don't like honesty sometimes. I can hit that both ways. You say what you want, you're honest about it, and then they still keep questioning about why. That's because of what I like. That's what I want to do. You ask the question. Or if you say, why did you do this, and you're honest, and you say why you did it, it's not enough. The reason is, this is why I did it. I will go back to what we just said earlier, to what we was talking about. She needed a helper. She was honest. But the answer wasn't enough. I think to answer this person's question is, you got to make a choice decision. Say, I'm tired of being honest and telling you what I want. You just won't hear it. Then you got to make a decision. That's too real. That's too raw. Like, kiss my ass, goddammit. I done told you times. And that's why people lie sometimes. They get tired of telling you the truth and you don't want to hear it. Y'all want to hit that one or die? Y'all want to? All right. Yeah, all right. What's the next question here? Y'all having a good time so far? Why can't women admit they're still for the streets like they claim men are? Is that what they say?
Like they claim men are.
That's what they say?
They want to know why women
Yeah.
can't admit they still for the streets, like they not ready to settle down.
How come women can't admit they're still for the streets? Like they claim men are. Oh, that was his question? Oh, well, who want to hit that one? Okay, uh-oh.
The Queen has for Michael.
I'm trying to get through all these real fast.
Okay, I'm not going to take long, okay? I'm not going to take long at all. What is the woman really actually doing that makes somebody believe that she's still for the streets? Some women really run their own freaking company. They don't have time to sit down. I got my own business. I'm a businesswoman. I'm always thinking about the next dollar. And I'm always in the street. That don't mean I'm always in the streets. You understand what I'm saying? So if I ever find somebody and they tell me to fuck on Tuesday night, I can't come up here, fuck him. Okay? Because I'm in the streets on Tuesday.
You tell him you gonna give him something after.
From 8 to 9, he got to find some other shit to do. That's what I got to say, Sam.
I think, too, women and men are totally different when it comes to, like, you gonna tap into it, too? Like, sex and things like that. First of all, when men run the streets, they get praised for it. When women run the streets and do what they want to do like men do, we get down talk about. We play the same games y'all play. We can't do that because we supposed to be women. But men can do it because that's what they do, or that's what the stereotype is. All men is running the streets. All men are cheaters. Blah blah blah. Women are held on a different type of pedestal than that. We are supposed to be acting like ladies. We're supposed to respect ourselves. So if some woman is running around and doing that, she's not gonna be up and coming forward about being a hoe or whatever.
Some of them are.
She answered.
Proud
She
hoes.
answered it for me.
I answered it.
You got some proud hoes out there too.
Yeah, they not gonna proudly tell you though.
Yeah, only a few of them.
Or admit to
That's
it
facts,
anyway.
though.
I mean, but it's a couple ladies out here that just love the fucking streets. Okay, some people just made for the streets, and then you know what I mean. Maybe you should realize that she for the streets.
And
Why
that's
you ain't
when,
realize
that's
that
when,
she for the streets?
and that's when fellas
It-
gotta have that upfront
only take
convo
one to
up
know.
front.
But what if she did? But what if she did say that? But what if she did?
You
say
gotta
that's
have
for
that
the streets?
conversation. You gotta have that conversation first night. What we doing?
But listen, but even if I am for the streets, right? Just hear me out. If I am for the streets, does that still mean I'm not a good person? So why does it matter? So why does it matter?
Because that's when a man should determine we just gonna be friends with benefits, or I'm going home. What we doing?
Let me know.
Said play your lane. He said play your lane. Let's pass the mic so everybody can hear us. The streets for the streets. For the streets. Go ahead, baby.
Hello, everyone. I'm Keisha.
Hey,
Hi,
Keisha.
Keisha.
Bring the mic closer. You not from the streets. You from Solon?
No, I've stayed in Atlanta from
Okay.
2005 all my life. I'm from Macon, Georgia, and Cleveland. Okay. I grew up on Buckeye, Kinsman, St. Clair, 105, Union. I'm from the streets. No, I'm from the streets.
Oh, I just saw her eyes change.
But what
Y'all
I'm
saw that?
saying is, what's your definition of in the streets? I sell sea moss, I sell natural products, so I do a lot. I do meal prep. I have 6 children. My oldest son will be 30. I have 2 25-year-olds, a 23-year-old in Miami, and 2 22-year-olds. 3 grandchildren. I'm in the streets. I'm all around this motherfucker, you know. So what's your definition of in the streets?
Yeah,
'Cause
so
I'm in
what's the definition?
In the streets is being like a man.
Yeah.
my house is clean.
No, we ain't
my
talking about that. I think they
No,
talking
you're
about.
not in the streets.
Yeah. Not,
But I'm in the streets.
In the streets means
No,
you living by
let
the
them
3F
explain.
rule.
they talking about how you
3F rule.
dating men. How many men in the street? Are you out here doing what men do in the street?
Oh, being a whore in the streets.
No, that's the. Hold on, I hit that one. I hit that one.
We talking about
Yeah, you in the streets. You in the street tonight.
No,
I need to be.
Sam.
Tonight.
Florida, Miami, Cleveland.
You in Miami. You in Miami. You in the streets.
Sam, it's a difference between being in the streets and doing business in the streets.
Yeah.
In the streets, you live by the 3F rules. Find them, fuck them, and forget them. That's in the streets. That's the 3F rule.
Is that still what? That's who you are?
That's 3F rule.
All right then. All right.
Find them, fuck them, and forget them.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, is that what you meant to? All right.
There it is.
Charlottes.
All right. Next question. Why do men always brag about what they can do in the bedroom, but never can come through and always have an excuse?
Oh man.
Because that's like living in basketball. You say you can score 45 in the first half, and then you come up short. You got to set that plateau real high. I can do this, I can do that. And then it don't happen.
Right. Look here. Everybody done had a couple of strikeouts. You know, you done had some plays, and then you had some days you had to tap your own self out like, look what I done did. Some days
He
you
can't
like,
be
"Ooh."
talking like that and then he don't follow through.
Yeah, all
and
right.
he failed.
Right.
You can't be doing that.
Women don't do that. Women don't do that too. Women don't be talking about what they can do.
Yes, they do.
No, that's not true.
Uh-huh.
That's not true.
Uh-huh.
That's not true. Back in my day, I done heard some lies. I done heard how great it was and good, and then the zipper just went, and then my nose was like, God damn. So I never wanted to find out anything else more.
Right.
That's horrible.
That is the truth. Just like y'all have all y'all moments about how men and all women be on something too now. Toilet paper all on the coochie.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, some women like that. Well, you know, I tell you, back in the day, I'm telling you. But that's real stuff that nobody want to talk about. Some of the finest women coochie stink. Anybody want to talk about that?
No.
Y'all didn't want to hear that. Y'all, Donovan, you want to hear that? You know that's the truth back in the day. Yeah.
Donovan, you gonna slide out the front door now?
Well, it say
Well, I
why
have
do
some
men
cards.
always brag about what they
But yeah,
can
but
do
we right.
in the bedroom.
But no, that be that. So to answer the question, it be that I'd never done that. I've never done that. I just wanted to get in it. That's You know, I ain't gonna do all that. I get that was my aim. I'm about to tear your ass up tonight. Well, nah, we gonna get it in. We gonna get it in. Right. But I think some men do that on, you know, that's the ego, you know, the macho. I'm about to beat that ass up, and then, you know, because you get in there, and if you really, I guess I'm going back younger day, but if you really you like her, and you've been trying to get her, and then it's that new, you be like, oh, you in there trying to hold it, and then build up for so damn long, you like, trying to play Superman. I ain't getting no rest today. Every man in here that had a guy. Listen, every man in here that you had a moment you was like, damn, I can't believe I just did this right this quick. Every man. You lying if you said you a liar if you said you ain't never came
all
too
these
quick.
questions, Sam, either.
Huh?
It say, why do they come up with an excuse like a little penis?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, you saw that.
It was real small. That's why I didn't see it.
I have something to say about that.
I didn't see
You
it.
go read the whole question.
I didn't see it.
It say, why do they have? Yeah,
And they wrote it little, so that's why I guess I didn't see it.
Yeah, and that's because women, we don't tell the truth.
Well, that's different then. I'm sorry.
Y'all got to tell these men that their penises is little, so they know and stop bragging about it to other women.
With that.
Tell us about it.
Okay.
Right.
Tell us. Bring the mic close so we can hear you.
I should have known he was a liar.
Bring the mic close.
I did a catering job for him. Okay, instead of putting my cards out, he said he did it. So everybody at the club talking about he made the food or whatever. Anywho, but he said that the food was so good on the low that he gonna put it in my guts. Baby, when I tell you it was no, for real. I never seen nothing like this before. It was like bling, like it was like,
Oh no.
no, it couldn't even come out the zipper. It was like it. Yeah, all.
You ain't got to put me on Front Street like that. You ain't got to tell people my business.
I can't take y'all tonight.
So
I
fellas,
can't- I can't
therefore
take y'all tonight.
don't set that tier too high. Just let them find
Yeah.
out on their own.
Yeah. And look. You gotta get in there. For all the men watching, you gotta just have confidence in yourself. You feel her, you like her, get in there and do your thing. But you lying and making up stuff, watching too much porn, watching all that stuff.
Get you some gas station honey.
Right. Yeah. All right, y'all ready for the next question? We almost done. All right, which one you want me
Somebody
to hit now? All right,
bedtime.
which
I
one
heard
you
the
see?
alarm.
Is it possible to still be in a relationship when you started from sex? Is it possible to, I can't see that. What does that say? No, I can't see that. It's scratch.
Is it possible to still be in a relationship when you started from sex? Is it possible to,
I can't see that.
it say evolves to to evolve into something serious? So if you just
okay.
started off having sex, no string attached, can y'all move on to a relationship?
Can y'all?
Yeah, it can.
Let me tell y'all something. I know. No, I think it depends on the person. I know some people. I don't, cause I don't want to. You know, I know some people. They do what they did, and they've been together for years. Whole family.
Right.
Yeah, one night stand. Yeah. So it just depends on you. Because look, you can play the whole waiting rule. Wait a year, wait 6 months, 7, and then you find out this person ain't the you one.
Dick no good.
And you finally get some. Y'all finally do it, and you ain't into it that way. It just depends on. Now, you can't. I wouldn't say you keep practicing until it happens. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't be practicing it that way And oh, damn, it didn't work. Yeah. Let me try tomorrow. Somebody else.
Can I tap in on that?
Yeah, please.
So that's kind of like how all relationships start in a way. Because it's like driving a used car. You got to test drive it first. You got to test drive it to see if this really going to work. Sometimes it'll start with just first night might be in sex, might be a date, see how y'all work together, and then it could lead into something good. Or it could be like, okay, this was just good sex. We going to keep it at that, and I'll see you next week. That's how some things work.
Yeah, because you're first physically attracted to the person. You're first, before you go talk to them, so I don't give a damn what y'all say.
You got to see how much you like them.
You got to be physically attracted. And then even Ray Charles was doing that. He hit a voice and he grabbed
the wrist. He got to see if it's a big one or not. That's how he was describing it.
All right.
Yeah.
Y'all having a good time so far, y'all? We almost done. Make some noise. How do you bridge the gap between black men and women? Meaning, how do we get them to understand unity is key in a household? All right, let me read that one more again. Did y'all understand that? No. She said no. She said yes. How do you bridge the gap between black men and women? Meaning, how do we get them to understand unity is key in a household? You know, get back to a two-headed household. Who
We'll
wants to
have
start
have
with
a
that?
Conversation first about how the household should be ran, especially before moving in together, especially when it comes to bills and the children. It has to be something that's talked about. You can't just assume what he's going to pay for, or assume what you're going to pay for, or assume who's going to pick the kids up for school and things like that. But it should be a unity. Y'all should work together like a team so that no one in the household is feeling overwhelmed. And that's just my thoughts on it.
Daily conference meetings.
Hey, good morning. Hey, ooh. Hey, so you got JB? Okay, no? All right. Well, I can't. Oh, I can. No, you got to have conversations, though. Going back to what you said, you got to have conversations. But you have to talk about finances in your relationship. Relationships, well, marriages, this is not what I came up with. This is what I read. Majority of marriages fail over money. They get over the cheating, they figure that out. It be the money, because you got to live. It be the lies. Where did the money go? What happened? What is this at? Where is this at? It be all that type of stuff that screw it up. And then he or she, you may not be good at this. He may be good at that. I think y'all need to find out who's more responsible in making sure the bills get paid. Who's stronger in making sure that happens?
Wait, did he stay by himself before he know what to do in his own place?
And he probably was
together and you don't know what to do. Everything needs to be paid.
And no, that's not. That's why stuff be happening to people. They don't. When people live by themselves, some people may do what you just said, and some don't. That's why some don't have. Their credit may not be on point. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you something as simple as this. The word overwhelmed came in. They can be overwhelmed by themselves that they don't keep up with the fact that Spectrum just sent them the notice or they had to pay the bill. So something as small as that, when you get married or you live with somebody, now it's the light bill, it's the gas bill, it's all that. Now you not used to that because you ran yours differently. So you need to play the role that you played when you was by yourself that you was best at, in my opinion. That makes sense? You know, even if y'all decide to have, because how many of y'all believe in one bank account? Nobody?
No, Sam, I believe it. None of that shit. I got 3 bank accounts. The fuck? And they all
3?
got my name on
You
it.
got one for the house.
I don't believe in that.
You
I'm not never
Right. So, y'all hear that? Y'all need to hear that. Where the mic go? Yeah.
It's right here. It's right here. This Keisha, a.k.a. Lady Bombay. Ain't no motherfucking nigga name going on my bank account. I got 4 of them bitches, and they all say Keisha. Sometimes I put the M in there because that's my middle name. And sometimes it's Keisha M. Sometimes it's Keisha Hodge. No. The fuck?
But what is your last name?
Now, he can add me to his shit all day long. Yes. Yes.
Pass the mic, y'all. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
Well,
Come on, pass the mic. Go ahead. Talk to him.
I still have my separate account.
That's
And
right.
he got a separate.
Let's see that.
You ain't about to be out here with your name only on a bank account and you sharing space with someone who's sharing no. You ain't about to be doing. Well, what dude gonna allow that?
Hello.
Check.
He said,
You ain't about to have your name on no bank accounts.
right, we got another mic.
Without the
This be the
presence
best
of the
part
man.
every time we do this, especially when y'all two go at it.
That man
I love
ain't
it.
better
I
be
love
on
it.
that bank account.
Tonight, it ain't
I love
happening.
it.
Don't
Or you
start
ain't
that
gonna
shit.
have no bank account.
Okay, what you gonna
Now
take
listen.
to your
Now let me tell you something. This is the bank accounts we gonna have. We gonna have my shit. We gonna have the house shit, and we gonna have your shit. But I'm gonna have access to all these shits. You hear me? Dead ass.
Now, is he gonna have access to all yours? To yours?
Here's the thing.
Yes or no?
Here's the thing. He don't want access to mine. But if he did ask to see it, he can see the one we have together. He can see his. Don't worry about mine, sweetheart.
Women just don't.
And that's
think like
why
that. So,
y'all need a helper.
Facts.
I don't need no. I beat that bitch up, Sam. Don't start that shit. She'll get beat the fuck up. She need a helper. I don't need no help.
Yeah.
It's funny talking
Y'all messing me up tonight.
now she'll need a helper.
Woo.
She said, she'll need a helper.
Y'all messing me up tonight. Go ahead.
So I was just going
Go ahead,
to say
all right,
something
yeah.
real quick. So we do have separate accounts, but we was in agreement of getting one account for the house because I just feel like it's easier. If I get money put in there and you get money put in there and let all the bills come out. We don't have, when somebody is overwhelmed stressed, we don't have to worry about that Spectrum bill not being paid because it's on auto pay and it's coming out. We can put our money in there, so let it be done. Now, I just feel like that's just me.
But it works.
It's hot
That's
shit.
And I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Most women, well, I can't even say most women. I'm gonna just say her. They better with money. Cause if it was up to me, all my money would be kept in a Nike shoebox. I ain't gonna lie to you.
With a pistol in it.
Pretty much.
Pistol in the safe.
Right,
Pretty
right.
much.
And again, it goes, what?
Correct. It does. It's
Like me as a man, I have no problems with if we got a joint account
Come on in.
or you got the account that we can control, my paycheck can go in there. Now, I can say because I'm a DJ, DJs are like drug dealers. That's just a stereotype. We legit drug dealers that our money comes when it comes in big and small, that we don't have no plans for it. So having a woman that's financially stable and understands it, it works out better. Like me personally, my radio paycheck, she can have it. I can care less. I can live off DJ money. Do what you do for the house. That's just my opinion, though.
So,
And I trust her. I trust her.
and that's just what it boils down to. Trusting and knowing what works for your household. And that's why I broke it down as simple as that. Simple as that. I think they ended it with to say, hey, look, you ain't got to worry about the Spectrum. When you was single, your Spectrum bill, you see the little man come across the TV. And she like, well, I never had that problem when the man came across the TV. It was just paid. I didn't forget. I hit on auto. All right, we got one more. You said you got something else? And then we about to get ready to get up out on this one. What does this one say? All right, do the next one for me. What's that one? Yeah. We did the
How do
household.
you come to a, look like senses, or how do you come to a, okay, how do you come to a senses with different love languages? What if I'm affectionate and he isn't?
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah, so let's read it one more time. How do you, the handwriting is something.
Yeah,
how do you come across, it worse than mine. Okay, different love languages. How do you appreciate if they're not the same? So if you're affectionate and they're not, like, how do y'all make that work?
You have to find out what his love language is or her love language is. Compromise. You'll have to meet each other halfway, because some people like to cuddle at night and some people don't. So you just have to compromise.
Facts.
You ain't trying to cuddle all night, is you?
Who, me? No, I like to cuddle all night. So listen, my love language is gifts. His love language is touch. So we make that work for us.
Yeah.
We just make it work for us. He know I like gifts, so therefore I'm gonna want to touch your ass. Don't that make sense?
Yeah.
Did you hear me? He get it.
Is it a red flag if a man asks for an ass and booty massage?
What?
He want his booty massage.
No.
Like when you say like massage, it's like stick your thumb in the butt.
No.
Massage, or like just rub my butt.
He want. Well, I don't know.
Has he been to jail?
No.
It's a lot of
Right.
They
You're
actually out
right.
here.
You're right.
They
That's
actually
such. She
more
just
out
came
here.
from Atlanta.
Because I think, and this is my own theory, 90% of men don't like their booties being touched.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
That's the quickest way to get thrown between the stove and the refrigerator.
Yep. Yeah.
I played basketball for a long time. I never had my booty rubbed.
Hold on. Cause I'm gonna have the next
Sam,
relationship out so I can
Sam,
really talk.
You always say this is grown up shit. That's
Yeah.
what you say. If you lick a nigga as he calling his mama, he ain't gonna say, girl, don't do that. I'm a whole ass man. Now that bitch gonna scream. Period.
Hey,
No, sir.
Kara, I'll take a shot now.
Another woofer too. Jesus
And
Christ.
a big ass glass of water.
That's nasty.
3 glasses of water.
It depends. Listen. That's why I say we gon'. Well, they said massage. If a man want his ass massage, she said, "Oh, you didn't hear it?
If you lick it.
Oh, say it again for her, cause I ain't gonna say it like she just did. It won't have the same feeling."
Just stop it. This is the thing. DJ on the panel said, men don't want you touching their ass. Don't fucking come nowhere near it. And I said, that's a lie. Because if you lick a nigga ass, he gonna scream for his mama. He ain't gonna tell you don't touch him. He the fuck ain't gonna do it. He gonna wanna marry your ass. Hush your mouth.
We passing on that one, Jack.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
sir. No fly zone. No, sir.
That would be that
nope.
time you'll be single.
No.
You'll be single
Next,
after that.
we don't have enough people in the room to talk about it because no. Because there are women and men who like to talk salad game. Yeah, I'm gonna say it like that because yeah, you turning your nose up at something, but there's some women they like that. They like to give it and they like to receive it. And there's some women just like there's some women who don't like to give oral, and there's some women they love to give oral. Now, y'all turning y'all nose up now. Y'all remember back in the 80s and 90s, black women never admitted that they gave oral sex. It was a shameful thing. Now they brag about it. So what you might not be into, there are other people who are into that. and it don't make them have to be a homosexual. Oh, when Vivica licked his booty? Go ahead, give her the mic. Get her.
Ain't no, but ain't
Wait,
no,
hold on. She never said nothing. She never said nothing. Let us speak.
So since you on oral, I got a question.
Yeah.
If you like to give oral, but the woman doesn't, would you still give her oral? Or do it have to be?
Say it again.
So let's say you with a woman.
Yep.
She don't like to get oral, but you do. Do you not give her oral because she don't give it to you?
Well, if he likes it, then he's going to do it to her anyway.
Yeah.
He wants to please her in that way.
Okay.
And that's something that he's into.
So what if the guy want it, but the woman don't want to give it to him?
Then he's probably going to get a helper.
There might just be a helper.
learn.
You might have to negotiate a helper.
Honest,
If
not
you
to.
give it,
Hold, let
and
us
she
finish.
don't,
Say again.
because I asked that question because I was at a party one time, and when you introduce the toys and stuff like that, and someone was like, "Ew, I'm not giving head," but you want him to give it to you, but you won't give it to him.
Yeah.
How is that fair?
And but I'm gonna tell you about that because I hosted a lot of those. Some of those women be lying because they don't want to admit they. And them be the ones that get the good head too.
They got great head.
The lying, the lying ones.
She be a
Oh
head
wow!
busser.
When they lie, woo. I've never done this before.
For sure. she be a head busser. That's what she is, a head busser. Yeah. She a head busser.
I host it, but no, they do that. So she's right. They do that, and some of them play the game, have it, and some they really don't. But then they wonder why that the guy go out and going back to the question, and they said about being honest. Well, you don't like doing that. I love you. I like being with you, but I quite haven't figured out how to not, to get over not having, being pleased like that anymore. So I found me a helper that can rub a couple of those off when you don't feel like it, you don't want to. I don't want to be disrespectful to you. I don't want to do that. Yeah. But I should have left you because you don't want to give me head. I should have left. But I didn't. But maybe one day you will come around. Go ahead.
Honest up front, when you get in a relationship.
Get the mic up.
If you, in the beginning, if you had that open question, do you like to have oral sex? And she said no. Is that a deal breaker or is that pieces? Deuces.
So at the age, if I was single in the age I am now, I'm like, I'm good. No, I'm straight. Back, I'm 20-something, 30-something, I'm going to still see if you're going to fall in one day. You sure? That's what you do. Well, right now, I wouldn't waste my time because there's plenty of them out there that want to. So there's no need to go through all that. But what happens is but you got to be careful on how you do it, because if that's something you really, really, really want to like, but if you really, really like that person, I think that, you can miss out on a good person too. You can miss out on a good person. Compromise. Either when you want some things that y'all do like, it's going to be sometimes you don't want to do it anyway. The stuff that you do like. You know what I'm saying? Shit changes.
I got just one question. When you digging for Dookie, right? How do that dude got his legs? Like what's going on? Like, just saying. Because when dudes don't put themselves in no compromising position like that. Ain't no dude doing that, man. I know I ain't. I ain't gonna say ain't no dude doing it, cause you hear it, but no, absolutely not.
Would you still date a woman that done it before?
I don't know. We can't do nothing.
Well, she probably gonna tell you anyway.
Hey, you know what?
We don't
True,
know.
true shit though. That's She gonna start
Keisha,
sucking this dick. That's what she gonna do. That's the only thing she gonna suck. For real.
So we got to
Suck
get
this dick.
All right, let's go to the next one. All right. Well, we're gonna bring back in here. We're gonna bring back a sex therapist because I think that yes, you want to have somebody to come in here. We've had one before, didn't we? Yes, we had one. We're gonna bring her back because some of the things that you don't want to do or you don't understand or you don't know your body, you try to get to know this person, that person. They can explain this stuff, then because some people are shamed on things that make them happy or that make them feel good. They're embarrassed, but they go find somebody who take care of their little situation, whether it's the what you call it again? Well, no, you're right. I ain't gonna say it on the mic, but yeah, but you need that. Like when she mentioned the sex toy thing event that they had. You feel what I'm saying? So here it is. Some people don't feel comfortable. Make sense? Some people don't feel comfortable with sharing and being honest to what they like, and then they get into another relationship. Because they don't know. Some of them they don't know. It's kind of like going to a seminar or being in a room with people that you think that might know more than you do, and so then you play this role. You act like you know it or you don't ask the right questions. Does that make sense? You ever been somewhere and it's like, oh, I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I'm here. These people, I think they know more than me. I don't have the experience in this. And then you just sit there and be quiet, don't ask the right questions that you need to ask, and then you still left out. No, I hear what you're saying, but everybody is not open or comfortable to talk about that. We just mentioned that. You know what I'm saying? Right, they don't know how. Like, how many of y'all go next door? Next door is the Lover's Lane store.
Okay, so I used to go.
Okay, right. You
Free
see,
promo.
and some people sneak and go in there. Some people will be ashamed if certain people see them. Does that make sense? Everybody's not open about their sexuality, and that's the reason why I'll bring up well, it's not like that now, but some people wouldn't come out. It's because they would be shamed of their sexuality. Because they like women, they like men, they're ashamed. People have different things that they like, and they're not necessarily, they could be whatever they are, straight, gay, whatever. They still have something about the privacy of being intimate because it's an intimate moment. It's not nothing that everybody want to share in a room with everybody.
It's because
that's all I'm saying.
Judgmental world. I understand.
Do y'all know what all that stuff is over there? You go over there, it's a whole lot of things that a lot of us are not into that make people happy.
Sam, I used to be a dominatrix. I used to spend thousands next door. Like real fucking life. And y'all know you bitches know I'm telling the truth. You understand what I'm saying? I was. And I spent a lot of money next door before it was called Lover's Lane. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't give a fuck who watched me going there because they wasn't paying me no money for making my motherfucking money. That was my way of making money. Some freaky niggas want to get their ass beat. I beat their ass and shit. With a suit on in this motherfucker.
With a suit on?
And they had the suits next door and I bought the bitches. And that was that. Wow. I understand what you're saying. A lot of people wouldn't dare tell the world they done this shit. But I don't give a fuck.
All right.
Not with the suit on.
All right. This is the last question tonight. Go ahead. What's your question? Pass the mic. Say what again? All right. We're going to throw one here. How about that?
Yeah, we have one here at Sylk.
It's going to be a private event. You ready? It's going to be a private event. And then, all right, so y'all get ready for that one. Should a couple do therapy before marriage?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
We going tomorrow.
We are not, but we are going to go to a couple's marriage. I mean, couples therapy before marriage.
I said it was gonna be it until I saw this one.
We ain't
I
done
didn't
yet.
read it all.
Just hold tight. We ain't done yet.
I found a receipt from Hilton in my man's wallet, and I have not been to the Hilton with him. What's a girl to do? What did you do? Get her the mic. Get her the mic. This is my question tomorrow. We're gonna talk about that.
I found a receipt with an address on it. I knew I'd get around to the address. It took me like a month. I really didn't want to do it, but I did it. And I went to the ad. First of all, I took his keys. I made a set of keys, or a duplicate of his whole key ring. Then I was ready to go to the house. And I went to the house and used the keys, and it opened up. He had his and her office in there with the girl, king size bed. I done been all through they shit, then ate a snack. Went back to the house, to our house in Cleveland Heights, packed all his shit, went back to the address, pulled up, put everything in the backyard, and blew the horn when I got to the front. And when he came outside, oh, Keisha, skirt. Bitch, ain't never seen him again. How about that? That's what I did.
Y'all ain't got kids? Y'all got kids? God, y'all have 5 kids? Right. Oh, wow. That's a cold-ass way to do it, right? Yeah.
We
Then
got to
you moved
give her
Macon,
flowers
Georgia.
on that one. We got to give her flowers on that one.
Yeah, I know Keisha.
I ain't shocked. Lady Bombay, I ain't shocked. I ain't
All right,
shocked.
what?
Why was y'all high-fiving that? Like, it was so much wrong about that.
What was wrong about it?
She didn't cut him.
Oh, my.
Bring the mic. Bring the
Listen.
mic.
She just sent him home. That's all it was. She sent him home.
That man had a right to his privacy. You gonna let him cheat in peace. You
Cheat in peace.
whatever he's doing, come on, it's all about.
Thank you, Brad. Not cheating peace.
We got to give her flowers on that one. She didn't
ain't
cut
do
him.
nothing. She ain't
She
burn
didn't
down
burn his
house.
Jordans. None of
She
that.
ain't
We got to give her
destroy his
flowers.
stuff.
Give her a round of
'Cause
applause,
most women
goddammit.
would cut his
Hey, I
clothes
gotta
up.
be. Hold on. I gotta be. Hold on. I know.
Can we give her a round of applause one time? Give her flowers.
Cause she
She
ain't
didn't
cut
cut
his
him.
stuff up.
Hold on.
She ain't beat the woman up.
I
She ain't sit
love to hear
outside.
his ignorant side. Let him finish that one. I want to hear what he gonna say.
Like, no doubt.
How ignorant can you get? Let him finish. Let him finish.
It was so out of bounds. First of all, you shouldn't be rambling through his stuff. Well, you should have.
He slipped.
You didn't have
He
to go
slipped.
through none of that.
He
He
slipped.
slipped. He slipped.
He slipped.
What would you do if you found a Hilton receipt in your woman's and she said, "Go get me this, babe," and then in there was a Hilton key. It was a key. You wasn't looking for it. It was a key.
God sent her to that receipt.
And y'all live together. What would you do?
He crying. He definitely crying.
What would you do?
He gonna ask.
Then you go to her phone and there's a picture of her tossing his salad.
Oh, we fucking definitely done. But no, seriously. I'm not about to go through all that old Batman
No,
type
he
shit.
Nothing.
It's his car though. It could. You don't know that if that was somebody he had in his car, ticket or whatever. No, you jump to a conclusion.
But hold on.
To his privacy. You invade.
Okay, hold on.
She didn't invite.
It happens the way it did to you. You wasn't looking for it. You see a receipt that your wife has been to a hotel, and you see there's an address that she goes to. What do? I get it. She needs her privacy, so you just don't do nothing, correct? You just chill out and be respectful, because you gotta be respectful. That's what you do, right?
Yeah, I ain't gonna jump to no conclusion. I'm not about to go to no address or none of that. I'm not about to do all that.
Okay, stop.
So that's not stress.
Now I gotta get up.
Do all that.
I'm gonna ask you one question. Your woman tells you to go get something in her bag, purse, or whatever. She forgot that she left a goddamn hotel key is in there.
Oh.
What would you do?
That's different.
It's the same.
That's different.
It's the same.
That's different.
God
Hey, y'all.
sent you that key.
Y'all, put y'all hands together. We had a good time tonight. Come on.
Hey, that's different.
Yeah.
We back next week. Join us. Thank you all for watching. Share the video on YouTube here and Facebook. This is Relationship Hour. We do it every Tuesday. Y'all give it up for my panel. Come on, show your love. Ari, 1 + 2 in a bit. Did y'all have fun though? Yeah, I had a good time. Yes. All right, the bar is still open. The kitchen's open till 11, and we just going to chill out and fellowship and hang out for a little bit. Grown folks conversation. Always entertaining.